guys, welcome to Intellect Skills. In the last tutorial, we had discussed about HTML paragraphs, line breaks and horizontal rule tags. If you haven't watched that video, I'll leave a link in the description below. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about HTML links that are also called as hyperlinks. So let's begin. So, what are HTML links? A connection from one page resource to another is called as a link. A link has two ends, that is, an anchor and a direction. Any web resource can be linked to any internal web page, an image, a video clip, an audio file, a program, or any external web page, or vice versa. Meaning, any web page can be linked to images, videos, audio files, or any external pages, or vice versa. Now let's look at an example. Links are specified in HTML using the A tag called as anchor tags. So now let's switch over to our text editor and check out this example. Okay, so now we have a basic HTML code ready and saved as links.html. Now let's create a link called Visit Google and let's redirect our users to google.com. Now to do so, let's begin by typing Visit Google. Now let's wrap this with our opening and closing anchor tags called as A tags. Okay, so now we type href is equals to double quotes and we'll write in http://www.google.com. If we do not write the complete URL along with the HTTP, it will not redirect us to google.com, but would rather search for a folder called as google.com and will throw an error. So as you can see, the href is used to define the target destination. Okay, so now let's check the output on our browser. Now let's click on our link. So as you can see, it successfully redirects us to google.com. But as you see, it has opened the link in the same tab. So what if we want to open the link on a new tab? To do so, we use an attribute called as target and put in the value as _blank. So if you're not aware of attributes, tags and elements, I recommend you to watch my video on tags, attributes and elements. I'll leave a link in the description below. So now let's check the output on our browser. So now as you can see, the link opens in a new tab or a new window. Okay, so now let's recap on what we have learned in this video. So as you can see in the example, to define a link, we use the opening and closing anchor tags. The href attribute is used to specify the destination address of the link used. Target _self opens the link document in the same window or tab, and this is set by default. So we do not actually need to declare it. Target is equals to _blank. This is used to open the link document in a new window or tab. The link context test is the visible part of the link that would be displayed on our browser. Okay, so now let's move ahead. So by default, HTML links will appear as follows in most of the browsers. So we have three different types of element state that are mentioned below. The first is the unvisited link. that is underlined and has a blue color by default. The second is a visited link, which is underlined and has a purple color by default. And the third is the active link, which is underlined and has a red color by default. So let's dive to our code editor and see this in action. Okay. So first, we will create two links. The first would be visit Facebook and the second, visit Yahoo. Okay, so now let's check the output on our browser. Okay, so now as you can see, by default the link is underlined and has a blue color. Okay, when we click the link, it turns red and turns into an active state. So now let's click the link and check the change of state. Okay, so now this opens up Facebook on a new tab. So now as you can see, the visited link turns purple along with an underline. Okay, so now let's press the F12 button and pull out our developer's console. If you are not aware of the developer's console, a developer's console is a set of tools that helps us to debug elements, manipulate CSS and JavaScript. You can also check for errors, monitor performance, and page speed. We will learn everything in detail in the upcoming videos. So now, as you can see, by default, we have the following values set. We have the color, the cursor type, and the text decoration. Now, cursor type is set as pointer. A pointer is basically a hand icon that is pulled out once you hover on a link. We can change the default value using CSS. So just for an example, let's change the default color and remove the underline. To do so, we type the following CSS. We will set the color to red and set the text decoration to none to remove the underline. So as you can see, these changes occur real time. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will discuss about images. So if you have any questions, please do comment below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive a notification on all my latest videos. So stay tuned and keep learning.